My name is Lu Chen. 18 years ago, I died suddenly from overworking on Earth. I crossed over to this world where martial arts reigns supreme. After crossing over, instead of cultivating like those proud dragons, I chose to live a lazy life. I was even called a waste by others. On top of that, my damn old man forces me to cultivate every day and lectures me with all sorts of righteous principles. So, when I was 10 years old, I finally couldn't bear it anymore. I escaped from the royal city controlled by my old man. After escaping from the royal city, I thought I could finally relax without having to work hard and start my leisurely life. Never did I expect that the 5 top-notch beauty masters of Tianlong would insist that I was an extraordinary talent rarely seen in the ages, and they dragged me into cultivation. My Grand Master, Summer Su, is the strict and domineering domain leader of the Azure domain. Her cultivation level is unparalleled, and she has a large number of followers. She is also the richest woman in the Azure domain. She cares deeply for me. Beloved disciple, don't be so polite. This small amount of money and artifacts are nothing to your Grand Master. They are all leftovers. Second Master Yao Donlight is the master of the Jade Pond sacred land in the desolate domain. He is cold and full of dignity. He always reminds me to cultivate techniques and arts well to protect little junior sister. Third Master Tenderku, also known as the Tender Empress in the Empress domain, is said to be a beautiful woman as cold as an iceberg. She has a stern personality, rarely smiles, and is very serious. But she always forces me to cultivate in strange ways. She is a cunning woman. He is the master of the 4 Shifu Butterfly Hua Esoteric Domain Dan Alliance, the number 1 Dan alchemist in the 10 domains. Although he is small in stature, his strength should not be underestimated. Fifth Shifu Melody Jian, the number 1 artifact refiner in the 10 domains. Calculation time. It's been 5 years since I left the imperial capital. I wonder how Dad is doing now. A group of people suddenly walked into the inn and shouted, "Give us several jars of the best 7 stars wine!" I don't know when young Master Fong will be back. When young Master Fong returns, it will be the time when mortal Emperor Lu Jingheng perishes. Mortal Emperor falls. Fong Mansion promised our flying serpent sect 1/10 of old dog Lu's inheritance. Just thinking about it is so exciting. However, it is said that the mortal emperor has a descendant left outside. If this descendant seeks revenge on us little people, what should we do then? We are afraid of what he can do. 5 years ago, Lu Chen was 18 years old, a reckless debauchee, indulging in all sorts of vices without cultivating. By the time he reached 18, he was still a complete waste. How can he seek revenge? Yes. Perhaps he wandered outside and encountered fiend beasts or bandits. Bones turned into yellow soil, and the grass on the graves is 5 meters high. However, these words fell on deaf ears to Lu Chen. Lu Chen slammed the table and exclaimed, "You guys! Lu Jingheng is indeed the emperor of Lu Kingdom. You are standing in the imperial capital, under the feet of Lu Kingdom's emperor. Is it really appropriate to talk about the emperor of Lu Kingdom so casually? Ha ha ha. Your outfit suggests you might be a foreigner. Let me tell you a well-known fact about this place. Lu Kingdom is indeed ruled by the Lu family now. However, in less than 3 days, it will be slay the Long, destroy the nation. The future of Lu Kingdom will belong to the great General Feng." Interesting. Is this something you said, or was it said by that treacherous rebel Feng Chonglin? Lu Chen emanated a strong sense of killing intent. Outrageous. How dare you address General Feng so directly? Oh my! You seem so eager to protect your master. Like a watchdog for the Feng family. When he saw Lu Chen insulting him like this, he immediately gathered a fist wind in his right hand and blasted it towards Lu Chen. "Arrogant brat, you're asking for death." Lu Chen also stepped up to meet him. The fists of the 2 men collided instantly. Not very strong, but quite short-tempered. Ready to kill at the drop of a hat. "I'll disable one of your hands as a lesson." With a twist, Lu Chen's forearm flew halfway across the room. Unbelievable. How dare you harm a disciple of the Flying Serpent sect? Kill him. Avenge our fellow disciple. Just a bunch of clowns. I don't have time to waste with you. The long sword in Lu Chen's hand swiftly unsheathed. In the blink of an eye, he swiftly cut down all the oncoming attackers. I'll just go back to the Imperial Palace. Let's see what exactly happened to the old man. Lu Chen arrived at the front gate of the Imperial Palace. Who is ahead? This is the forbidden area of the Imperial Palace. If you don't have an invitation, please leave quickly. Hey, come on. It hasn't been that long. Does nobody recognize me after just 5 years? The guards were instantly in an uproar as they recognized the visitor. You are His Highness Prince Lu Chen. It is indeed His Highness. Imperial Prince is back. All right. Look at how excited you are. Making such a racket in the middle of the night. Disturbing the peace, all of you. Your Highness, the situation in the Imperial capital is complicated right now. It might be better for you to leave and avoid the trouble. What does this mean? Leave? I crossed a domain and rushed back looking weary and dusty. Are you telling me to leave? Can I not even see my own father? Another guard rushed over. Your Highness, since you're back, please come in quickly. The guard led Lu Chen into the bedchamber. Your Highness, please come this way. By the way, has my old man passed away? The guard hesitated and said, Your Highness, although the mortal emperor is now severely poisoned and in a state of occasional unconsciousness, he is not at the point of no return. Then he is not dead. The guard, however, broke out in a cold sweat in response to Lu Chen. Your Highness is joking. The great Qi dynasty's Qi emperor reigns over vast territories. Within the borders are 6 major kingdoms as vassals. Within the kingdoms, there are also smaller sects weaker than the kingdoms. These sects are required to pay a certain amount of resources to the kingdoms each year. The sects are vassals of the kingdoms are vassals of the dynasties, and the dynasties are vassals of even stronger powers. The whole world is divided like a pyramid with layers upon layers. And I, Lu Chen, was born in Lu Kingdom, one of the 6 great kingdoms of the great Qi dynasty. I learned that there are traitors in the imperial capital plotting to seize power. And the mortal emperor, my father, is also suffering from a severe poison. It has been 5 years since I last returned. It is time for me to take care of this chaotic imperial capital for my father. The guard pushed open the gate. Look, Lord Mo, who has returned. Are you His Highness Lu Chen? The old man in front of you is Mo Sinkong, a 4-ranked Dan alchemist in the kingdom, and his skill in Dan refining is among the highest. Old Mo, we haven't seen each other in 5 years. It's been a long time, my friend. Mo Sinkong feels ashamed. With my humble ability in the 4-ranked Dan refining, I am unable to do anything about this poison, and it is difficult to reverse the situation. Your Majesty has been poisoned with a rare poison. It may require at least a 6-ranked Morning Dew Dan to save him. It seems that this time, this old man has really messed up. Lu Chen then took out a bottle of Dan pill, which is the Morning Dew Dan you mentioned. Yes, that's the Morning Dew Dan. Just 1 pill can help your Majesty. Mo Sinkong finally realized. 6-ranked Dan pill Morning Dew Dan. Lu Chen actually has a whole bottle. Your Highness, where did you get so many 6-ranked Morning Dew Dan from? Just forget about it. Give them all to the old man to take. Suddenly, a voice sounded outside the door. Ha ha ha. I heard that Your Highness Lu Chen has returned. Let me take a look. Your Highness, it has been 5 years since we last met. You still have the appearance of your youth. How have you been these past few years? This person is the Imperial Advisor's Qiu Shan of the Lu Kingdom. So it's old Zhua, it's been 5 years. I wonder how your proficiency in formation technique is. Have you broken through to level 6? Your Highness, please don't tease me. It's already a stroke of luck for me to reach level 5 in this lifetime. I don't even dare to think about reaching the level 6 stage. However, Your Highness, you shouldn't have come back now. The tree has fallen and the monkeys are scattered. It's chaos in the city now. Mo Sinkong took out the Morning Dew Dan from the side. You ignorant old fellow. Your Highness, you've come back at just the right time. Do you see it? Morning Dew Dan. It can detoxify your Majesty. Your Highness brought a jar with you as soon as you returned. Your Highness is generous. Is this Morning Dew Dan? Yes, it is. It's likely that His Majesty's illness can be cured in just 2 days. Sui Qiushan noticed the changes in Lu Chen. Even in the dynasty, a 6th-rank Dan pill is considered a rare item. One 6th-rank Dan pill can be sold for millions of spiritual stones. What has His Highness Lu Chen experienced during his 5 years away from the palace? He who was unwilling to cultivate back then. What kind of power does he possess now? His Majesty took the Morning Dew pill to counteract the poison. He should be able to wake up within 3 days. The old man has passed this disaster. Old Mo Oldswin now has time. Tell me in detail about the ins and outs. I want to see who dares to poison even the mortal emperor. Meanwhile, in a certain main hall. What a situation. You are telling me that dozens of my disciples were all killed by that little brat? Yes, according to our investigation, it was Imperial Prince Lu Chen who killed 31 of your disciples in the tavern. Sect leader Zhang Queer of the Yin Venom sect is puzzled. Lu Chen, the heir of the Lu clan, disappeared from cultivation 5 years ago. How did he suddenly reappear now? Sect leader Li Hei of the Flying Serpent sect also echoed. Wasn't that kid a waste who didn't cultivate back then? The waste has been missing for 5 years. Coming back and killing 30 experts to honor the flag? It seems that he has cultivated during this time of disappearance. Having such power in 5 years, he is indeed a genius. Let's not spread rumors. So what if he's a genius? A genius who doesn't grow up is just a waste. Just adding another life. The one sitting in the center of the main hall is Great General Fong Chanlin of Lu Kingdom. Li Hei immediately stepped forward to praise Fong Chanlin upon hearing him speak. General Fong's words are absolutely right. Moreover, Lu Chen may be a genius, but how can he compare to General Fong's son, Fong Tung? Exactly. Moreover, Xiong Emperor has ordered Flame Scorpion Emperor poison on Lu Emperor. Lu Emperor will surely die within 3 days at most. What use does his return serve now? That's right. Just waiting for King Stage to collapse. The rule of Lu Kingdom will be in our hands. In other words, all these troubles were caused by those 5 primordial spirit stage weaklings. There's nothing we can do. As the only emperor stage in Lu Kingdom, His Majesty is seriously injured. No one can suppress those 5 primordial spirits. Lu Chen casually handed Sui Qiushan a set of 7 ultimate sword chi formation. Set up the entire imperial palace, and let those 5 trashed primordial spirits die one by one. What? Level 5 killing formation 7 ultimate sword chi formation? Such an advanced formation is not even available in Dynasty. General Li, I have thousands of marrow cleansing pills to distribute to all the imperial capital imperial guards to use as they please. In the future, I will cover all breakthrough Dan pills for imperial guards below the King Stage. Thank you, Your Highness. Long live Your Highness. Long live Your Highness. Lu Chen immediately walked out of the door. Your Highness, what have you experienced all these years? How come you have so many rare treasures? What are you going to do now? Now I am going to visit our old friends, of course. Outside is not hell, so why be scared? In these 5 years, I've encountered all kinds of dangers. I remember being chased by a mortal emperor for 10 days and nights. But now, I'm still alive and well. Lu Chen ignored the repeated warnings of Sui Qiushan and Mo Sinkong, and still walked out of the main hall. Just as he left the sleeping quarters, several shadow guards followed him. They planned to wait until he left the imperial palace to find a secluded place and kill him. Lu Chen had already seen through the clumsy way the shadow guards were following him. He then walked straight to the corner. The shadow guard realized something was wrong and immediately followed. The target turned into an alley. It's a good opportunity. Accelerate and catch up to eliminate him. Where is he? Where did he go? Why is there no Lu Chen in this alley? Lu Chen's figure actually disappeared in an instant. Oh no! We've been played. Everyone evacuate. Spread out. Search thoroughly in the vicinity. A man covered in freckles looked up at the shadow guard searching around and said, "Do you want to track me? Impossible. My disguising technique has reached its peak. I can change in the blink of an eye. It's impossible to detect any flaws below the king stage cultivation level. Got rid of the small fries. It's time for me to do something productive. The Imperial Palace has set up the 7 ultimate sword chief formation, just waiting for a few fools to go up there and die. If I kill all of their descendants now, they will go crazy with anger. They will rush to the Imperial Palace immediately to seek their deaths." Li Hao is the son of Flying Serpent sect leader Li He. He is lecherous and enjoys visiting brothels. 9 out of 10 days, he can be found in brothels. Among those he has killed, the weakest one had only an early chi condensation stage cultivation level. This suggests that his frequent visits to brothels have caused him to neglect his martial cultivation, leaving him vulnerable to weaker opponents. The maidservant of the brothel pushed open Li Hao's door. "Young Master Li, it's almost noon. It's time to eat." The next moment, she was scared by the scene in front of her, and fell to the ground limp. I saw Li Hao lying in a pool of blood, quietly without a trace of vitality. Black Long Arena. The most prestigious martial arts arena in the imperial capital of Lu Kingdom. A den of beasts forged by blood and flesh. If Flying Serpent sect Li Hei's son enjoys revelry, then Target 2. Venom sect leader's son, Zhang Wei, is just the opposite. Zhang Wei has been practicing martial arts since childhood. He does not enjoy beauty, and is a solid martial arts enthusiast. Many spectators in the arena are cheering for Zhang Wei. Many dignitaries also come to watch. Have you heard that Lu Xingheng, the emperor, is about to die? I don't know. The level 5 Earth spiritual formation in the Imperial Palace has not been broken yet. It is still unknown whether the emperor is alive or dead. However, the 4 primordial spirits have been attacking the Earth spiritual formation continuously for several months, and the emperor has not shown up. It seems that he has been seriously injured, as rumored. But this has nothing to do with me. It does not disturb the business of my Black Long Arena. Whoever becomes the emperor, it's all the same to me. Lu Chen currently disguises himself as a servant. Sure. Zhang Wei is still fighting at the Black Long Arena. Young Master Zhang, your physique has become stronger again. Congratulations. Not at all. Do you want to go down and try your skills as well? I'll pass. Let's go. Let's go to the flower house and have a meal with Li Hao. Sorry. You may not have the opportunity to have a meal with Li Hao. The two looked at the newcomer. Aren't you the gatekeeper's servant? How dare you talk to us like this? Suddenly, Lu Chen rushed towards the two directly. This is killing intent. Such a terrifying killing intent. How could a little servant have such terrifying power? Manhwa reached out to try to block. At the moment when the two fists touched, only to see Manhwa's flesh slowly peeling off from his arm, and then revealing the stark white bones. The next second, Manhwa was reduced to a shattered skeleton. 5 years have passed, and you useless people haven't made any progress in strength at all. Zhang Wei understands. This person's strength is probably not even a match for his own father. Who are you exactly? Son of Lu Xingheng, Lu Chen. Say your last words quickly. Otherwise, don't blame me for not giving you a chance. You are Lu Chen. Once considered useless. Now you dare to make a move against us? Ha ha ha. You are dead for sure. Zhang Wei condensed a poison Dan at his dantian, and nobody can survive this move. Accept your fate, Lu Chen. A ball of poison then flew towards Lu Chen. Lu Chen directly broke through the poison shield and charged straight at Zhang Wei. He grabbed Zhang Wei's neck with one hand directly. How is this possible? Why is my poison not working on him? Ignorant child. You know nothing about power. The people around were also stunned by the scene before their eyes. This person. Could he be Lu Chen, the son of the mortal emperor and the useless prince? Wasn't he supposed to have disappeared 5 years ago, with no cultivation level to speak of? And now he's actually holding Zhang Wei with just one hand. In the blink of an eye, Lu Chen arrived at the gate of the Qing mansion. Other than Fang Tung, who hadn't returned to the imperial capital, this was the last one. Sect leader, sir. Something big has happened. What happened? Why so flustered and chaotic? The young master is dead. Master Zhang Wei was killed by Lu Chen at the Black Lawn Arena. And not only the young master died. Young Master Manhwa was also killed by Lu Chen. Countless people witnessed it. Outrageous. That young pump dare lay a hand on my offspring. Shortly after, more people kept coming forward to report. It's bad, Lord Li He. Young master died at the flower house. Master Qing, please accept my condolences. The 3 young masters. All killed at the Qing mansion residence. All dead? The 3 powerful primordial spirit experts instantly became furious. Outrageous. Unbelievable. In just one day, he dared to slaughter all 4 of our heirs. This enmity cannot go unavenged. Useless as a father. I want to settle the score with Lu Chen. The 4 of them flew directly from the roof. Let's go! To the Imperial Palace. Let's unite. Break through the formation. If Lu Chen is seen, kill without mercy. The 4 floated above the Imperial Palace. Roaring loudly, they shouted, Get out and meet your death! Lu Chen and Zhuqiushan and Mo Sinkong walked out. Oh! They're here so quickly? Little beast. Did you kill my son? Yes. Your sons are too weak. Like pus-filled boils. They couldn't withstand a single blow from me. Now, I'm standing right here. If you have the guts, come and kill me. Lu Chen doesn't put these 4 primordial spirit experts in his eyes at all. Because of the pain of losing a child, the 4 of them have already lost their minds. Just wait. When the formation is broken, we will kill you with our own hands. Bring it on. Let's all work together to shatter this tortoise shell of his with all our might. Under the relentless attacks of several people, even the Earth's spiritual formation that persisted for months has been torn open with a gap. Ha, the tortoise shell has shattered. Let me see how you can still be so arrogant. Zhang Queer reached out to grab Lu Chen. Let's see how you can run away. Lu Chen directly clasped his hands together. I have been waiting for you to finally come in. 7 Ultimate Sword Chi Formation, activate. A red sword blade appears. The sword blade instantly turns into several sharp blades under Lu Chen's control. Zhang Queer, are you ready to die? Zhang Queer was shocked. Is this the Sword Chi Formation? Why is there Sword Chi Formation here? There are still many things you don't know. You won't have the chance to know either. In an instant, several swords were thrust towards Zhang Queer's majestic primordial spirit, yet they were as fragile as thin paper in front of the level 5 killing formation. Li He also exclaimed in shock. What kind of Sword Chi formation can actually instantly kill a primordial spirit powerhouse? Lu Chen turned his spear towards Li He and the others, waving the Sword Chi formation. Now it's your turn. Your Highness, spare us. We were wrong. We will never dare to collude with the great general again. Please spare us. Lu Chen is also not interested in wasting words. Now you want to beg for mercy? It's too late. Several days later, Lu Chen, who was poisoned and unconscious, slowly regained consciousness under the care of Emperor Lu Jingheng. Mo Sinkong was also very excited to see the awakened Emperor Lu. Your Majesty, you finally woke up. Emperor, how long have I been unconscious? The toxins in my body have almost been expelled. Old Mo, what have you done to me? This humble servant does not possess the ability to detoxify like this. It was His Highness who returned. He brought back Morning Dew Dan to detoxify you. Lu Chen also walked in from outside at this time. Has the old man awakened? You little rascal. Didn't you run away from home? And you still know how to come back? No way. If I didn't come back, someone would have been game over. In the past, someone forced me to practice martial arts, saying that cultivating can strengthen the body, protect the family and country, increase longevity, and protect one's own people. He also said that without learning skills, like me, Lu Kingdom would eventually be finished. Look at you now, Lu Kingdom almost fell apart. Lu Xingheng was quite angry, and was provoked by this little brat. Just came back and already criticizing me, your father? Don't get too cocky, kid. Who are you? I thought you've been working hard for 5 years. I even thought you conquered the Xiang Kingdom. I was ready to go back home and continue living as a playboy. In the end, you got set up by someone. If I hadn't coincidentally rushed back, the Lu Kingdom would have been named Fong by now. If Grandpa found out about you being a spendthrift, he would jump out of his grave and spank you. Mo Sinkong hurriedly stopped Lu Xingheng, who was about to lose his temper. The old man lectures me endlessly every day. My ears are almost calloused. Now it's finally my turn to teach you a lesson. Several days passed. Lu Xingheng's body had fully recovered, but he was still unhappy about his son's scolding. Emperor, calm down. The past determines the present. In the past, you were too harsh on His Highness. His Highness has been holding a grudge against you all this time. Never mind. Tell me, what did this unfilial son do when I was unconscious? After Lu Xingheng listened to what Lu Chen had done, the wine glass in his hand also slipped and shattered in astonishment. What? Cultivated from 6th rank Morning Dew Dan to marrow cleansing stage pinnacle in 5 years? He even took out 3,000 marrow cleansing Dan, 500 extraordinary Dan, and 200 primordial spirit Dan to give to the guards? Indeed, Your Majesty. Prince Lu Chen has undergone significant changes in the past 5 years. How come I feel like he is even wealthier than me at the king stage? He actually killed the offspring of several major rebels, set up a level 5 killing formation, and exterminated 4 primordial spirit stage powerhouses. What has this rebellious son experienced in the past 5 years? Suddenly, a powerful aura erupted from somewhere in the palace. This momentum. Could it be that His Highness is having a breakthrough? Lu Chen is exuding a strong life force all around him. He is just one step away from stepping into the Supreme Ascension stage. This is already the 9th time he has experienced the power and abilities of Supreme Ascension life force. There are 10 stages in the world of cultivation. They are body refining, chi condensation, marrow cleansing, Supreme Ascension, primordial spirit, king stage, emperor stage, sacred stage, sacred lord, and sacred emperor. I just broke through from the marrow cleansing pinnacle to the Supreme Ascension stage. The 9 ultimate heavenly art passed down by Grand Master to me. What kind of strange technique and arts is it exactly? This technique and arts actually require one to continuously break through the Supreme Ascension stage and then self-sever the cultivation level, and it has to be done 9 times in a row. However, this is already the 9th time. I will take the Immaculate Dan to heal my injuries. If I self-sec 9 more times, my cultivation level will be complete. I won't need to self-sec my cultivation level again in the future. After 3 days of recuperation, Lu Chen just went out and found Zhu Qiu Shan and Mo Sinkong waiting outside. Congratulations, Your Highness, on breaking through the Supreme Ascension stage. You congratulated too early, old Zwa. I haven't broken through the Supreme Ascension stage yet. I am still at the marrow cleansing stage pinnacle. That's not correct. His Highness broke through a few days ago. The spiritual chi within a radius of 10 miles was absorbed completely. With such a significant disturbance, how could it not be a breakthrough? I did successfully break through at that time. However, afterwards, I personally reduced my cultivation level and fell from the Supreme Ascension stage. Now I am still at the marrow cleansing stage pinnacle, but with each self-reduction, the accumulation of my aptitude thickens by 1 point. My goal is to infinitely approach the Supreme Ascension realm of life. In ancient times, Supreme Ascension life does not refer to pure stages, but rather a definition. It describes a body with abundant vitality like an ocean, undergoing a profound transformation. This is what defines Supreme Ascension life. Supreme Ascension life embodies the definition of life evolution, not limited to just stages. Moreover, since the second self-sacrifice of the Supreme Ascension Cultivation Foundation, I have already regarded the Supreme Ascension stage as insignificant. Lu Chen heard what his son said and hurried over. What? What have you experienced in these 5 years? Why have you changed so much? I just joined a sect. Lu Chen remembered the days when he received teachings from the Grand Master. Sure enough, Grand Master is amazing. He casually took out this level 5 formation flag. Each formation flag of this kind is a priceless treasure if placed outside. Summer Su, on the other hand, was disdainful. You're satisfied with these kids' toys? This stuff fills my warehouse. Feel free to take some if you have time. Remember, cut yourself 9 times with the Supreme Ascension Cultivation Foundation. Only after becoming a Supreme Ascension life again can you go to second Shifu Yao Dawnlight to get the body refining cultivate technique and arts. Yes. Grand Master is right. I will definitely follow your teachings. That is a very powerful sect. Even a random gatekeeper can easily defeat an old man like you. Lu Chen, who was hit again by the comments, could no longer contain the anger in his heart. Just as he was about to give his son a lesson on love, a sense of oppression suddenly descended on the imperial capital like a cold mountain, weighing over the entire royal city. This is because a powerful expert at the king's stage has entered the imperial capital, following the king's will. Who could this mysterious figure be? My king's will covers the entire city. The other party must have sensed it by now. Today, regardless of whether Lu Chen is alive or dead, Lu Kingdom will belong to your father in the future. After all, I still have some connections in the Qi imperial capital. So, it turns out to be Elder Ha Qian from Fong Tung's esteemed Thunderstorm sect. After resolving your father's affairs, you must let go of distracting thoughts and focus on cultivating. Thank you, Shifu, for your strong support. Disciple will always remember your teachings. My child, you must work well with Elder Ha Qian in the future. Repay this kindness wholeheartedly. King of Lu Kingdom. Where is Lu Chen? Come out and see me. You smelly old man. Why are you shouting? So annoying. Early in the morning. You are very annoying. Where did this harried brat come from, chatting nonsense? Let Lu Emperor come out and see me. Mo Sin Kong is also interrupting like Lu Chen. His Majesty is very busy. He has no time to deal with you. He won't see you. Who gave you the courage to speak to me like this in your little primordial spirit stage? Ha Qian actually launched a mental attack directly from his eyes. Mo Sin Kong had no time to react at all. Is this the difference in stage levels? This is a burning sensation like a soul being pierced. Mo Sin Kong suddenly felt a splitting headache. Lu Chen immediately used a dagger to sever Ha Qian's soul attack. The dignified king's stage actually did this in public. Bullying an elderly primordial spirit is such a despicable act of picking on the weak with the strong. You are so shameless. The one in your hand, the one at the top, is actually a mythic artifact that can break mental power. A person like you, how could you possibly possess such a supreme treasure? Old Mo, don't be so indifferent. After all, they are distinguished guests coming to the imperial palace. Prepare the tea. Welcome our honored guests. As you command, your highness. I will go prepare it now. These two idiots. They actually ignored what I said. You guys stay here first. I'll go have a word with this rascal. All right. Let's have him go explore the depth of the imperial city formation first. Ha Qian Elder leaped directly down. Since you have opened the door to welcome guests, there is no reason for me not to come. Lu Chen saw Ha Qian charging down and didn't hesitate to activate the Sword Chi formation. Since you are here, don't even think about leaving. Experience the power of the 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation. It's really the 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation. How can a small kingdom possess such a powerful and deadly formation like the 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation? The 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation is indeed quite powerful. But if this is what gives you the confidence to face me directly, then you are underestimating me a bit. Just watch as the sword chi slowly dissipates around Haqian. Your absurd fantasy. I will shatter it to show you. Level 5 Formation 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation indeed cannot trap you. This is something I am clearer about than anyone. But it can't trap you. However, I can drive you crazy. Come on. What's so special about breaking one set of formation? If you're so capable, try breaking 10 sets. Break 10 sets, then come back for 100 sets. Break 100 sets, and I'll throw you 10,000 sets to handle. I'll accompany you until the end of time.
Haqian didn't expect this. Lu Chen is so difficult to deal with. How is this possible? A set of 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation can be sold for 1 billion spiritual stones outside, which is enough to buy a small country. How could there be so many precious formation flags?
Look at you, acting all jealous like a hillbilly. It's just a few thousand sets of level 5 formations, that's all. Maybe this is the dilemma of the wealthy. It's just a small amount of money. Just pocket change. Nonsense. I really want to see how much formation flag you can actually defeat. However, 2 hours have passed. Lu Chen is still squandering the 7 Ultimate Sword Chi formation. How many formation flags does this smelly kid still have in his hands? Could it be he really has tens of thousands? Lu Chen was lying leisurely on the long chair. Do you want to continue? Are you tired already? Can't hold on any longer? Just say one sentence if you can't hold on. Lu Chen, the handsome guy, you are the most handsome in the world. If you can sincerely apologize to me like this, then I will generously forgive you. How about it? Lu Chen, shut up. Don't humiliate me again, Shifu. It's extremely disrespectful to King. Do you want to die? Is Fong Tung your disciple? You are trapped in the formation suffering, while he is beside boasting and watching you suffer. Why bother having such a disciple? Lu Chen is a villain. Don't sow discord. I have great respect for my master. I would go through fire and water for my respect. Really? Through fire and water? In that case, you should kneel down on behalf of your master and call me Lu Chen handsome, then beg me. In that case, I will consider letting go of your master. My request is not much. Just 100 times will do. Lu Chen, you villain, don't go too far. Turns out you're saying one thing, but meaning another. You claim you can go through hell and high water for your master, but you can't even fulfill this small request. If I were your master, this kind of ungrateful disciple like you would definitely be expelled from the sect. Shut up. Stop talking. I'm willing. Fong Tung couldn't resist Lu Chen's instigation and ended up coming down. 100 times, right? I'm willing to do this for Shifu. He then began to kowtow and apologize. I'll kowtow to you right now. Lu Chen instructed the servant. Go to the imperial kitchen and have them prepare delicious food for me to bring over. I ate while enjoying some appetizers. It's satisfying to watch Xiao Fanbone kowtow. Fong Tung knocks his head with a loud sound. It will be followed by a handsome Lu Chen in ears. Already 23 times. Fong Tung, why is your voice getting smaller and smaller? Haven't you eaten? Fong Tung gritted his teeth and said, You are too much of a bully. Immediately, a shout of, Lu Chen, handsome guy, resounded throughout the entire imperial capital. Who is the lunatic screaming over at the imperial palace? It seems like Fong Tung got his head caught in the door when he left this morning. His brain must have gone bad. Is this okay? I have already knocked 100 of them. At this moment, Fong Tung's head is covered with boils. Lu Chen quickly released my Shifu. No, no, no. Your head is not cracked. It shows that you are not serious enough. Start over. You can't be untrustworthy. I've already knocked my head 100 times for you. Let me go, master. I generally keep my promises to ordinary people. But for rebellious individuals, especially rebellious offspring, there is no need to keep promises. Enough. Shut up, all of you. I don't believe that your formation flag is endless. Today, I will smash it all to pieces. Is that so? Then keep up the good work. Old Ha, put in more effort. I have too much garbage formation here. It's wasting storage space. Help me clean up the trash quickly. Enough. Such a waste. What a mess. Wastrel. The level 5 formation flag is so precious. Is it for you to use so carelessly and casually? This is level 5 formation flag. How much do you think it's worth? Grandmaster gave me these back then. He treated them like throwing away toilet paper. This trashy stuff is worthless. Prodigal. Hurry up and deactivate the formation. Just shut it down. Why so harsh? The formation is starting to dissipate. Ha Qian Elder also finally lands. Ha Qian Elder has traveled far to come. What is going on? Lu Chen, you little troublemaker. Clearly, you haven't died yet, but you kept me waiting for so long without showing up. You've trapped me in the formation to mock me. Today, I am here to deliver the imperial decree on behalf of His Majesty, the Qi Emperor. Lu Chen, let's see how long you can stay happy. After I announce the imperial decree of His Majesty, the Qi Emperor, you will not escape death. The Lu Kingdom will eventually change its surname. The imperial decree is unsealed, only to see bursts of flames around the imperial decree. A mighty surge of spiritual qi erupts from the imperial decree. A figure in golden armor and a crown appears. This is the aura of His Majesty, Emperor Qi. It is the will of Emperor Qi seal within the imperial decree. Lu Xingheng immediately kneels down, paying respects to Emperor Qi. Lu Xingheng listens to the decree. I have pondered deeply and decided to depose you from your position as king. The throne will be passed on to another. The Emperor Qi was interrupted before finishing his words, hearing a harsh voice saying, "Correct. Very soft and suitable for toilet paper. I especially like this embroidered piece of cloth. Let's cut it off right now and use it in the outhouse." Lowly ants, ignorant of the vastness of heaven and earth, devoid of awe. You dare to insult my royal decree. The punishment is death. With that, the emperor unleashed the remaining spiritual qi in his royal decree towards Lu Chen. Lu Xinheng, who always bickers with each other, is also extremely worried about his son's safety. "Chun, be careful. Quick retreat." Is that so? Just a mere emperor after all. Lu Chen waved the soul blade and directly annihilated the will of Qi Emperor. Just a remnant of mental power. Nothing to fear. The soul of Qi Emperor is starting to dissipate slowly. I shall make sure you die. Come and try to kill me if you can. Just based on you. Can you do it? At this moment, lightning and thunder are flashing above the Qi Dynasty Imperial Palace. Nonsense. Who is it? Who dared to use my imperial decree as toilet paper? A powerful surge of spiritual power erupted from Qi Emperor. How dare you? Summon Martial Emperor to see me. Who provoked Qi Emperor? Such a fiery temper. It seems like things are about to change. An old monk knelt down on the ground. His Highness Lu Chen dared to do this. It seems like things are about to change. Are you so scared? Old monk, at worst, it means our Lu Kingdom can rebel against the Qi Dynasty. Emperor Yu, a happy time for Empress Wu, brings peace to the world. Emperor Nu, Empress Wu weeps, corpses floating for thousands of miles. You don't understand the terror of the emperors and the stage they set. Several decades ago, the battle between Emperor Qi and Emperor Yuan caused only ripples, but shattered a piece of the country's territory. Now, the enraged Qi Emperor is taking matters into his own hands. In the time it takes for an incense stick to burn, he can sink the Lu Kingdom. By then, Lu Kingdom will be finished, and countless people will lose their homes and lives, being displaced and bereft of support. You little scoundrel. Just because of you, this fool, Lu Kingdom is finished. You insulted the Qi Emperor, you deserve to die 1,000 times. The criminal Lu Chen shall die. Do you want to harm my son? Do you think I don't exist? Lu Xingheng directly punched Ha Qian back. Ha. Lu Xingheng, are you confused? Sheltering this lawless lunatic. But it will cost the entire Lu kingdom. So what? I want to see who dares to hurt my son. A son can be born again, but if the country is lost, you will truly have nothing. Give Lu Chen to me. I will take him back to the Qi Imperial Palace. Let the Qi Emperor handle it. In this way, maybe the Qi Emperor will show you some leniency. Lu kingdom will be saved. I spit. To even abandon your own son. What kind of father are you? What leniency? Even if the country is ruined and people are dead, I will use my blood to stain the Emperor's golden robe, instead of acting like a dog like you. I will not flatter, and lick the Emperor's smelly feet to gain favor. Stubborn and unrepentant. Then you will be the last Emperor of the Lu Kingdom. Old man. It's okay. Things like the country falling apart and the person dying don't exist. Just a mere Emperor. You didn't finish your sentence. Fong Tung started to interrupt and shout. Lu Chen, don't boast arrogantly. You're just lucky. Maybe you found some treasures in some ancient ruins and became a nouveau riche. How dare you underestimate the Emperor? With just a glance from the Emperor, you might turn into dust. Don't talk about the Emperor's gaze first. Your pig head is so swollen that you can't even see your eyes. How can you still have the nerve to boast like that? You are enjoying arguing even when facing death. When the Emperor arrives, you will still have to flee like a dog. Escape? Why would I need to escape? If I have to run away just from the Emperor's stage, and word gets out, my little brothers will lose respect for me. Idiot. Are you still dreaming? For the greater good, you might as well commit suicide. It's not impossible. But I refuse to end my life through suicide. If I have to die, I want to die like a warrior. Come on, Fong Tung. Let's not use external forces. Let's have a fair fight based solely on our cultivation level. If you have the ability, go ahead and kill me. Let me die like a warrior. You two are just one big stage apart. Even though you once defeated Supreme Ascension, Fong Tung is still Lu Kingdom's #1 genius. This Supreme Ascension of his is different. Give it up. Old man, just watch and see. As for this so-called Lu Kingdom being #1, after today, it won't be anymore. Sure. I will fulfill your wish. Remember not to be too grateful to me. Also, remember to use all your strength. By saying this, you might be able to live a few more. Just then, a sword light pierced through Fong Tung. Is that all? What a lot of nonsense. Do you even deserve me to use my full strength? This scene also stunned Lu Xingheng. This guy is something. Why do I feel like he's the Supreme Ascension while Fong Tung is just marrow cleansing? Since the moment Fong Tung betrayed you father and son, you should have known that this day would come. This is your fate. Fong Chonglin looked at his son lying on the ground. His spiritual backbone had collapsed. Even if he had to die, he would do his best to take Lu Chen down with him. Evil beast. Accept your fate. I am here. Whom can you kill? You are just a mere primordial spirit. Don't overestimate yourself. Lu Xingheng directly hit Fong Chonglin with a palm, sending him flying out. Fong Chonglin saw that he was no match. He turned to Ha Qian for help. Ha Qian, elder, quickly kill Lu Chen. Please. Avenge Tung. Ha Qian, however, found Fong Chonglin very noisy. He told him to shut up. Without Fong Tung, Ha Qian naturally wouldn't bother with Fong Chonglin. Lu Xingheng, the mortal emperor, cannot be humiliated. You wait to bear the anger of the Qi Emperor. He finished speaking, and then left in a big hurry. This old guy. He dares to talk tough even after running away slyly. Ha ha ha. Get lost. Coward. Where do you deserve to be my son, Shifu? Tung, it was my bad luck. I failed to foresee it. I have burdened you. Don't be afraid of loneliness. Your father will soon follow. Lu Chen, Lu Xingheng, you have angered the Emperor. He will definitely kill you. You will suffer a fate worse than death. I will be waiting for you in hell. Fong Chanlin chose to end his own life as well. You reap what you sow. Chun, let's return to the palace. Hell? I can't stand the heat. You two can enjoy your sauna time down there by yourselves.